Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Democracy 3. Here's another quarter report. Our education is all the way up. We have a budget that is a surplus of $165 billion, and we have a good rating of 80% for our polls. Let's check some policies out. Can work on trying to improve our environment. Just throw some money towards that. And let's see. Homelessness is now a problem again, as well as pollution and narcotics. Drug addiction due to legalization of narcotics. We have a scandal. Reports continue to go up, and our budget is increasing. We are almost out of debt, which is a good sign. Let's do things for the liberals. We can lower the armed police and lower the alcohol law. Internet tracking. The increasing capabilities of large corporations to use customer databases and big data to analyze consumer behavior has led to concerns about privacy. The companies insist that such data is anonymous in many cases and is being used purely to provide a better service, whereas campaigners suggest big faceless corporations are creating Big Brother-style databases of consumers without their consent. Ban. Tracking this sort of behavior is nothing short of creepy, as well as posing a potential risk of identity theft for consumers. Companies have managed well enough all these years without tracking and storing information on every single decision a customer makes, and can easily get by without it. Allow tracking. Opponents of internet tracking makes it sound far more sinister than it is. All we are taking about is allowing companies to record accurate information on consumer preferences so they can make better products. I'm all about big data. I'm gonna allow the tracking. May not be the most liberal, but I believe that it is good to understand our buy-in history and ways to improve. Since we are doing a lot more on lowering the police, we should introduce more different things to lower crime. Police drones, unmanned aerial reconnaissance vehicles similar to remote controlled planes, which can be employed by the police force. This is awesome. I think that's a great way of using technology. Ban animal testing. A proposal to ban all animal experimentation has been placed before government by pressure groups. We currently have quite a few people working in industries that use animal testing, but it's also a highly unpopular practice. Ban it. In this day and age, there's no good reason to test any product on animals, especially cosmetics. Practices used are often incredibly cruel, and a ban would have widespread public support and little real impact on industry. No change. Products are only tested on animals in order to ensure there is no chance of danger to humans, and it's only done as a last resort under controlled conditions. If we impose such a drastic ban, it will hit our cosmetics and pharmaceutical industries badly. I believe that I'd rather prefer doing it on animals than on people, so we will have animal testing. Intelligence services. We'll have a small spy agency doing everything we can to make the liberals like us more. And let's see, any new policies That would be good. Organ donations. Improve health. Our minister has resigned. Food crisis. Budget is going up. Let's manage our cabin. So let's get liberals. Any liberals? Liberals. Law and order. We need law and order. I'm getting over a sickness. Hopefully it's gone in the next couple of days. Alright, so there's a huge one that I want to change, and it is the creationism versus evolution. I need to wait till the next turn. Organized crime has now developed, and cyber warfare has now developed. DNA database. Police chiefs are requesting that they be allowed to build up a global database of everyone's DNA to assist them in fighting crime. DNA evidence allows many previously unsolvable crimes to be tracked to the perpetrators, although they are privacy concerns. Allow database, prevent database. I believe when it comes to things like crime, DNA may not actually be the sole answer. It doesn't. It should be. We should still stance with innocent until proven guilty, because you never know what the circumstances were. You really have to look into their eyes and ask them questions. So let's prevent this database. This is a fundamental breach of our citizens' human rights. We have to maintain an individual's presumption of innocence till proven guilty and build up a Big Brother style database. If everyone makes us all feel like criminals, are we really going to force our citizens to provide DNA samples to the state of or face jail? Let's hope not. We now have our reserves, and we are going to teach evolution only to improve liberals and liberalism. It's a huge hit on religious, but that is okay in our new day and age. Even as a religious person, I believe in school we should not be teaching them anything but the history of how life is. So we have cyber warfare, and we have organized crime to take care of. Let's see if there's any more policies we could potentially put in place. I do want to get the national service, but let's see if we can. It's only a maximum of 40. Internet crime has now developed. Child labor law. Too many of our younger citizens are leaving school early in order to take up low-paying jobs. Some are even skipping school to work full-time when they should be learning. The law is currently very weak with regards to preventing companies from employing under 16-year-olds in full-time positions. This proposed law would make it a criminal offense to knowingly employ someone under 16 for more than 5 hours a week. Criminalize child labor, leave law unchanged. We can make speeches about how children should be in school until we are blue in the face, but unless we back up our words with legislation and threat of criminal action, our children will continue skipping school to earn money. We must back this law for the sake of the children. I believe we shall. And we have internet crime also. It's due to technology, but there's not much we can do about it. Alright. So let's introduce some more law and order. Get tasers, wiretapping. Refugee crisis. We have that happening with Syria currently. How is it? Anyone want to kill me? No one wants to kill me, which is good. But we do have some concerns that have been rising. mainly with the police force. But we do like the liberals like us, the capitalists like us. And let's see. Prisons. Jury trial. Penalty. For death penalty. We can introduce some more laws. Let's go to the next one. We have appoint a UN ambassador. Our ambassador to the UN retires this year, and we need to rename a successor as soon as possible. Much will be made of whether we appoint a hardliner who sticks up to the country or someone more able to compromise. So we can appoint Melissa Richardson or Johnny Thompson. Popular among the international stage, reputation is popular between the liberals and the socialists. We are going to go with you. And let's see. We want to recycle. We want research grants. We can improve public services such as university grants and healthcare vouchers. Also, we can do wiretapping, CCTV to catch criminals, and we can always do things for transport. So let's work on recycling. Let's also get research grants. And you can get a health tax, or we can do university grants. We will be extremely generous with the money. Generous grants, although not all citizens will pursue a university education. Governments can provide subsidies to students to encourage a more educated workforce. That's the great thing of once you balance the budget, you can start throwing money into things that will really propel our society. Oil drilling opportunity. Oil companies are keen to get permission to drill for oil in part of the country protected as a wildlife refuge. The oil supplies under the refuge are considerable, but the drilling would have a negative impact on their environment. We will prevent drilling. And let's focus on some more law and order. So CTV. And we have market meltdown, as well as another resign. And our polls are starting to go down, which is not good. Alright, we need someone for the economy. Conservatives over religious farmers. Gonna have to go with them. And let's see. We need to fight crime. Technology has been causing a bunch of technology crimes, or internet crimes. Organized crime is due to narcotics. But, introduce more programs. The healthcare voucher, help with our health. And we have reserves, which is good. Speed limit. A major motorist pressure group has lobbied government to get the speed limits on our major roads raised. These speed limits were set many years ago, and both car speeds and braking performance has improved since then. I say no change. Speed limits exist for a reason. Enough people die on the road as it is, and the speed is often a factor in the survivability of car accidents. It's true people break the limit as it is, but raising it now will just encourage faster, dangerous driving. Leave it unchanged. I believe that is true. We are now going through a deficit, but no worries. We have a bunch of money in reserves. Do not legalize prostitution. Let's get toll bridges. And this is good for everyone. Hunger strike. A convicted terrorist has gone on hunger strike, demanding he be allowed visits from people thought to be associated with terrorist groups. We do not have the evidence to arrest his colleagues and are currently banning all visits for this prisoner, but it looks like he will go through with his hunger strike threat and may well die in his cell. Allow visits. We might not like the man or what he stands for, but we cannot allow him to die in a cell. Doing so would only reduce us to the level of terrorists and would also almost certainly make a martyr out of him. We should let him have visitors while in prison. Prevent visitors. We do not negotiate with terrorists. Let's allow visitors. What's the worst that can happen? Internet crime due to technology, and organized crime due to narcotics. We have cyber warfare as well due to technology. We have commuters that love us. Free bus lanes. Work safety laws, clean energy subsidy. Nobel Prize, we've won a Nobel Prize. The economy is in a recession, we are in a deficit, but not much. Our polls are positive with 94 votes, 94% of votes. They do not like the internet crime. Who would? And it's due to technology. We should lower this. To help fight against all the technology. And reusable shuttles, telescopes, big telescopes, satellites. Let's go with big telescopes for now. Safeguard oil supplies. Representatives from oil companies based in our country have requested that the government deploy troops overseas at our oil refineries in the Middle East to protect them from attack by terrorists. The governments involved are happy for our troops to be stationed on their soil for this purpose. I believe we should send the troops. We need to protect, because if we allow terrorists to control oil refineries, then it allows them to pump all this money into their country, which later on funds the terrorist attacks. So, in order to fight this, we should either blow up these refineries and not have anyone use it, or we use it and protect it. And if we protect it, we can, import it into our country and then try to help the countries in need through other means such as food and shelter. So in the truth, this is why we have a military. We should not be afraid. Bless me. And we are in a surplus again. Internet crime. It's going to take a couple terms to bring those down. I would love to keep funding science, but we have such a big problem with internet crime. Well, we could increase our intelligence services to fight the internet crime. Something I should have done earlier. And let's focus again on clean energy. This is the end of our second term. And if we would continue to more than just 2 terms, we would have gotten elected again. We shall retire in glory. See the breakdown. Got a good turnout by the capitalists, got a good turnout by the liberals. Poor liked us. Conservatives. We're almost above 90% with everyone but the trade unionists. Got some changes. We increased education and health. We lowered crime as well as poverty. Technology went up. Productivity went up. Emissions went down. Poor earnings went up. Middle earnings went up. High earnings went up. GDP grew dramatically. Traffic congestions dropped. Alcohol consumption dropped. And drug consumption went up. We will see the ramifications of legalizing drugs in the future, and even in today. But thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you would like to see more, feel free to hit subscribe, and we'll be playing another episode of Democracy 3 in the future. Thank you.